So, Raider Nation, what's going on? Let's talk about this subject with Pete Carroll, man, at this press conference, man, when he talked about Raider fans not showing up to the games. And I guess the home crowd was overwhelmed with a lot of Broncos fans. It's nothing new, man, in Las Vegas. We know it's a transit town. People sell their tickets. But besides that, we all know that's a fact. But let's look at it like this, right? Raiders only won 2 games this year. I got a lot of friends that go to the games. I go to the games myself. It's a lot of loyal people that do spend time and money representing the Raiders. And for you to come in here and kind of say, Raider fans not showing up and like basically kind of throwing a jab at the Raider fans, like people not showing up. You go to J Lot, you still got people out there that supporting. Still kind of reminds me of like Oakland out there, but people out there really representing the Raiders. And it's a weekly thing. I wear Raiders every day. You know what I mean? I do my videos. You know what I mean? And I rep Raiders every single day. And I show up to games. I haven't been to every single game. I've been to 4 already this year, and I got to probably go to 1 or 2 more. I think it's only 2 more left, but I'll be there. But let's look at it like this, man. Raiders aren't doing well at all, And then when they asked him this, he's like, "Well, don't." Basically, what he said was, "Well, don't be trying to be here when we're bad, and then we do good and turn things around." I'm like, dude, I don't even think you really gonna be here when things are gonna be turned around. Just being honest, but I mean, he kind of has to say that thing there. I feel like he's gonna probably be a one and done, and he's gonna be out along with Geno Smith as well and his sons. I just feel like his loyalty to them, which I understand, is going to be his downfall. And that's just what it's going to be. But I mean, it is a lot of fans that do show up day in, day out. A lot of content creators, a lot of super fans that are here every single game, represent. And for him to come out and say that, like, people aren't really showing up. It's a lot of people that selling their tickets. I mean, it's not really giving people, I know some people, drive all the way from Cali, come into Arizona to watch these games. They're spending money. Some people, everybody's not a season ticket holder. Some people buy their seats. Some people sell their seats and then buy seats later on, So, just for him to say that, is kind of like a slap in the face to some people. A lot of people didn't really take that well. So like I said, it's a lot of super fans that are out here representing every single week that it's a home game. They got watch parties. People really represent the Raiders. But when you come out here and you're the coach and the Raiders are every single week being this bad, this is the worst I've seen it. Man, and a lot of reporters coming out, talking about the Raiders, certain content creators. I have fun with it. I bash my team. I say, yeah, we suck, but I'm still representing Raiders every single day. So, it's always been an issue with the home crowd. But if you look at it like this, I went to the Chargers home opener. I always try to go to the home opener. And that game was pretty much the blackest I've seen it, man. Raider Nation showed up. The energy was there. Raiders didn't show up. Also, the Jaguars game was another game I went to that was pretty good. It was a lot of Raider fans there. I went to the Dallas game. That game was pretty good, but it was a lot of white in there. But Dallas fans, they traveled. That was probably one of the most expensive games of the year, but the energy was good. So even though that, even the Browns, I went to the Browns game as well. The Browns game was pretty good. A lot of people came to see Shador, and it was a good game. There was a lot of Browns fans there. I was sitting in the opposite of Black Hole. I think it was like section 103. There was a lot of Brown fans around me, but just the energy of the games, even though we don't win. This is the most times I've gone and not seen them win back to back, and it's just really, really bad. But I mean, I'm still gonna go represent. So that statement isn't to like every single Raider fan. It's only to some that don't want to go, that don't want to, spend the money. But I don't blame them for not coming to the game or not showing up if the Raiders aren't doing good. And if it was far for me to, say I lived in Texas or, Midwest and I fly in and I got to see, the team lose and get destroyed, like it kind of, you have fun and the environment's good. But it's like, man, I'd rather just watch them on TV instead of seeing them get blown out or lose or whatever the case may be. But that's pretty much what a lot of people was a little bit upset about. But I mean, honestly, what we've seen with this Raiders team is not really exciting. But I mean, maybe one day we'll turn it around. But I honestly don't think Pete Carroll is going to be there, man. But for him to jab the fans like that, a lot of people did not take that good, man. And honestly, man, if you're coming out there and these fans are, and the team is really doing good and they're not showing up, then yeah, but like I said, we know we're in a transit town. A lot of people sell their tickets. A lot of people bought them for the business. And I got a lot of friends that won't, if they don't go to the games, they won't sell the tickets unless you are a Raider fan. But most people who are season ticket holders, they bought it for the business, man. This is Vegas, and maybe one day it'll change, but it just is what it is. I watched the game last night with the Eagles and the Chargers. It was a lot of Eagle fans in attendance in that game. And I'm starting to see more people travel, and a lot of teams not having the home field advantage, maybe being a 60-40 and whatnot, you know what I mean? But every single team isn't that way. But let me know what you guys think, man. Tap it in the comment section. Hit that subscribe, man. Appreciate you guys. Raider Nation. Peace.